What's up, everybody? We're doing a couch talk with Mira Singh here. She's coach at Reebok Cross Royal. She's a good friend of mine. And we want to talk about some intensity stuff.
Good point.
Yeah. I find that people don't understand right away what intensity means.
Correct.
Like sometimes you have different templates of workouts. Some are for time, some are AMRAPs, some are EMOMs, and they all have a certain intensity level to respect so you can get some training out of it.
Absolutely.
So it's not a test. Like for example, today we had an AMRAP 16 minutes. We're Friday, so for those who are watching, we're doing the workout number 2 of the Atlas Games, which is an AMRAP 16 minutes. Posted as a test for those who are competing, but in a classroom, you could actually get fitter through this workout by doing a few things. What should you do? What do you
First
think?
of all, you have to know your skill level.
Yeah.
And you have to know what you can handle, and you have to push yourself outside the comfort zone.
Absolutely.
Especially when you know there's a time limit. Honestly, in this one, I thought at the chest to bar, because I was trying to do them all legit, I was like, ooh, maybe I should stop at 15 so I can do some of the rest of the workout. But then I said, no, that's going to lower the intensity. I don't want to lose the skill of having chest to bar.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to do them all, which I did.
Your choice there was to better and work under tension and pressure the chest to bar pull-up.
Right.
Because you've got that motion. But then I heard in few classes, like some people asking, like, what if we don't finish the workout, the one round, which is multiple movements within 16 minutes? Could we just keep going to try to finish?
Error.
It's a mistake. I think you could actually get probably some fitness by doing that, but just like few. Like if you've got to pass the 16 minutes, you're not really respecting like that challenge that we're giving you, right?
We're trying to measure.
Yeah.
It's like a measurement of your fitness and your skill level and how far can you get in this time frame.
So in that case, what do we do with athletes like this? Do we super scale them? Do we scale them? Do we tell them to? How do you tell an athlete to go faster when they don't really know what it means?
Usually ask them what's your goal? Like, why are you coming here? What's your goal? Is your goal to just feel really good and know that you finished a workout in the time cap? Or is your goal to actually get better? Do you want to compete? Like, where do you want to go with your training? Because it's very different. It can be very different. Some people just want to come in, get a good sweat, do the whole workout, get to the end of the workout and go, yes, I crushed it based on what I can do.
That's it.
But then there's people that want to have all the skills and want to be able to finish under the time cap. But it's a measure for them. If they didn't finish, they know next time I do this WOD, I'm going to work harder at this part and I'm going to get to the end.
Yeah, they have to have a purpose within the workout. Because some people sometimes get very disappointed with the results they get at the end of a session. Yeah. And I think that it's because they forget the goal. Right? Yeah. They forget the first goal, the initial goal, why they started. And I think it's important for them to stick to that goal. And if they don't do as good as they thought they would, well, they need to write down what went well. Exactly. At least.
And what they could work on and fix.
Absolutely.
Coming from a person that's been to the games, I have to be honest and say when you don't finish a WOD in the time cap, it is heartbreaking, but it separates us.
It's true.
It separates us and the ones that get to the top, they've earned it, they get there.
Absolutely.
So you work harder at getting to their level, but it's heartbreaking to not finish in the time cap. You feel like, I suck.
It could be frustrating, but it only lasts like only 30 seconds.
It lasts 30 seconds to realize I'm here, this is what I can do, this is all I got. Yeah. But it's hard when our members say, I'm just going to keep going. And I said, well, no, you don't have to keep going. No, you're going to come back tomorrow and you're going to work on something completely different and it's all good. You're not missing anything. By trying to finish this workout, you're not going to miss anything. Yeah. You worked really hard for 16 minutes. This is what they don't understand.
And a lot of people get injured because now we're going on volume versus intensity. Yeah. Where the volume is taking over the intensity, where we think that we are getting fitter because we think it's intensity, but we're getting tired.
Exactly.
And that's not good. Yeah. I have to say, guys, Mira went to the games 4 times, right? And she finished 5th in 2016, which was the year of the 10 years.
The last person.
Wow, in California.
Exactly.
Wow. We're lucky to have her. Now,
totally fun.
sometimes we have RX, and then from RX on the board, so a prescription that we have on the board, we scale down for those who can't do a certain movement, such as a muscle up, a skill, or a snatch with a prescribed weight, or sometimes we scale the weight or the reps. When is it that an athlete needs to be saying to himself, you know what, to be more efficient on my fitness, I need to scale, because that is what's happening. So what's your point of view on this? Like, when is it that
they have to look at their technique. I mean, most people will know when they're moving well, they can add more weight. They can feel it. Some people have to be controlled. We have to remind them that move was not bad, but you need to take the weight down a little bit so we can be more efficient in the movement.
Absolutely.
So I think that's the problem. They see the RX weight, they get excited, I want to do it.
Yeah,
he's doing it, I want to do it, and it's kind of ends up being kind of like a mess.
Now, I hear you and I see these people, but I have in mind a few athletes or a few of our members and people that we know that are very fit, legit fit. They can go RX, they move well, but they don't move as fast as we would want them to. So they never really finish a workout, but they say, I almost finished it, but I didn't go RX. Should they scale? Should they adapt? Should they learn to move faster, maybe with a lighter weight?
I don't know. I think you need to have that discussion with them.
Yeah.
Like, how did you feel about that workout? Do you feel like you could have pushed yourself a little bit harder? Or do you feel like you were giving it all? If they felt like they were giving it all, I would have them scale it down a bit so that they can get through and feel like the workout didn't crush them.
Absolutely. So, could you, like, is scaling like a bad thing? Is it for beginners?
No.
Like you used to go to the games, like you said.
I think there's a time and a place to scale.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have a skill, and maybe there's a whole volume of things that are to be done in the workout, and maybe we can scale a part of it, just to be able to get through the workout, depending on what the coach wants that day. So
absolutely,
I know I've scaled some things so that I feel like I can get through the workout comfortably without getting stuck on one movement. And like you said before, too much volume on that one movement.
Oh yeah, no, you don't want to spend too much time there. Your joints, you know, that's how people actually again get hurt.
Yeah.
Now, you as a coach here, what are 3 very important things that you pay attention to when you're coaching? For example, your class starts. What are 3 things that you like to for sure say to your athletes when you start a class?
Well, I told them, number 1, I hope that they've picked a weight that they can manage and they're comfortable with.
Absolutely.
That they're going to have a little bit of fun during the workout and that they are moving efficiently. Like, I would like to ask, or does anybody have an injury that I have to modify for them or make the workout better for them?
It's important.
Yeah.
Now, I would add to this, because it's great, I would add to this what mindset they're in.
Yeah.
You know, like if an athlete walks in the gym and they didn't have a good day and they say, you know what, I'm going to smash this workout to try to have a better day, sometimes that might not be the good thing. Because,
right.
You know,
they're angry.
They're angry. There might be
they're approaching it in a different mindset.
Yeah, so the mindset is important.
Yeah.
And finally, if you are a regular person that does not compete, does not care about competing, which is absolutely fine, how many times a week should a person come to see results?
Well,
at any age?
Yeah, I tell them come as often as you can.
Okay.
And when you're feeling fatigued, that's a sign. You need to take a rest day. But at the beginning, especially, people that are new need to come so they can learn as much as they can.
Absolutely.
The body is going to be sore. It is normal.
It is normal.
It's going to be sore for a while, and then slowly they'll develop that, okay, I know how this works now. I'm okay.
Absolutely.
Lying on the couch and whining is not going to fix anything. But no, especially new people, they need to come at least 5 days a week.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
Yeah.
And 2 rest days is plenty, and it could be family time.
Yeah.
Now, that is the training part, coming to the gym. We all know nutrition is important. From your point of view, do you really have to be crazy about nutrition?
No, I don't
really
think so. I think people just have to, like we talk about processed foods, and everybody should know this by now. The minute you walk down an aisle of a grocery store, you're in trouble. You need to walk the perimeters of the store where all the good stuff is.
That's it, because in the aisles is where all the processed food is.
Yes. And I think people don't understand what carbs are. I think they just think it's bread and pasta. You know what I mean? They don't realize
vegetables.
That we're talking about just sugar that is in everything. So you have to make more smart choices. Eat a lot of green stuff and
test some stuff. Talk to your coaches, you know, and one person is not another, and you know, it's trying a few things.
Yeah, and not everybody, you know, feels good on paleo, or not everybody feels good on the zone. So I think you have to try. There's no perfect diet out there. We're all chemically different, so we have to try things and see how you feel.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you're tired, you're lacking something. You're eating enough good fats.
It's pretty much the test of your fitness is your cardiovascular capacity. Is your fitness in general getting better, number one, I think? And then when you go for that blood check with your doctor, are you okay with that? Like, if those two things are good, then I think you're good to go for a long time.
Agreed.
You know? So that was training, the nutrition, and then that was sleep. Like, I don't think we talk enough about sleep.
We don't. You honestly, my whole life, I haven't slept that much.
I know.
But by choice.
Yeah.
I like I've always worked and done fitness on the side, or coached on the side, or taught aerobics, or whatever that I did. But I like to stay up late.
Yeah.
And I like to get up early before I go to work and just chill for an hour and a bit. So I get up, I have
do your thing.
I have something to drink, tea or coffee, have some food. I eat breakfast sitting down.
So what would you say is for you, not for anybody else, because we're all different probably. There's a theory and then there's a practice for you. How many hours do you need for a night?
I can get away with 6.5, 7.
That's good. Yeah, me too. 6.5, 7 is what I get.
Yeah.
It depends also on the time that I sleep. Like
me too.
If I go to bed it's like 3 a.m., obviously 6.5 is not going to be enough.
Exactly.
But that's cool.
Yeah.
And you are coaching on Monday, Tuesday, Saturday?
Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes
on... ma'am.
It's okay. Might be one. And then sometimes on Sundays, where you replace me sometimes.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. Well, this was Mira, and I hope this helps.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Thank you.